What is up, everybody? Back with another video, man. Today we're going to see female prison guard arrested for, you guessed it, by Difo. Let's get into it.
All right, fellas, welcome back. Every so often, I come across a topic where I see it and I just say to myself, man, I have just got.
Bro, what happened to Destiny, man? Destiny 1 was so fire, bro, but Destiny 2 is just not it, bro. But Destiny 1, oh my, that was a Fortnite in like 20, when that game came out, like 2015 or something like that. Bro, everyone was on that game.
Got to share this with the boys. This is one of those topics. It's one of those things that you see in the movies or you just think might be happening behind the scenes, but then when you get some confirmation that this kind of stuff is actually going on, it completely cracks your entire world open and turns your views upside down on a couple of things. So let's get into it right now, fellas. If you're new, make sure you subscribe right now, or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick. Also, turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch.
Facts.
All right, fellas, here is our clowning topic headline of the day. Female corrections officer jailed for sex with inmate in view of 11 others.
11 others?
The perpetrator here. Now, in my opinion, guys, I don't know about you. You let me know down in the comments. So, she's nothing special, but I think we do have to take into account this is in a prison environment, right?
Facts.
Where there is literally almost zero selection whatsoever. And I just feel, I've never been to prison. You guys let me know if you have. But I just have a feeling that most prison guards out there that are female are not going to fall into the category of I would. You know what I mean? Basically, what I'm trying to say is out on the street, this would be a pretty average looking woman. But inside the walls of prison, when you put it into context, this is probably pretty close to a home run for whatever inmate this was, especially if he's been in there for years on end. A female California corrections officer with a depraved mind has been jailed for reportedly having sex with an inmate in full view of 11 other jailbirds. She was really out there putting on a show for the entire block. The perpetrator, 26, even cut a hole in her uniform pants to make it easy to do the deed in the county jail. Wow, guys, honestly, this might be this jail's MVP. I mean, can you imagine all the dedication it takes to come up with this? First of all, you're out there putting on a show for whatever, 11 other inmates. For a dude in jail, that's probably enough material to enter up into the mental bank for months to come. I mean, when you've been starved for years on end of your research privileges, this is like a gift from God, right? You probably can't even believe what you're seeing in front of your eyes if something like this happens. Her former boss told the court that he had witnessed many pretty disgusting things during his 26 years on the job, but nothing as shocking as hearing of the perpetrator's session in full view of other inmates. That is something only a depraved mind can come up with, he told the local paper. Yeah, okay, but
yeah, that's really bad.
Just go and act like he thinks this is some terrible, immoral thing that happened, when low-key, he's probably like, damn. You know what I mean? I think the whole facade of all this anger is just a defense mechanism because he's just big mad he didn't get to witness it himself. He missed the show entirely. And sure, there are prison cameras there. I'm sure he reviewed them very thoroughly. Very, very thoroughly, you know. Have to do a full investigation here. But he knows deep down it would have just hit different if he got to see it in real life. R.I.P. Anyway, the perpetrator who quit after being arrested in May last year also supplied the same inmate with razors, a cell phone, and advance warnings when his cell phone was going to be searched. He's a fucking real one. My God, this inmate is probably on cloud 9 this whole time. Think how many failed relationships he must have had before he went to jail. I bet he wasn't expecting to find a true loyal one like this when he was locked up. And this was all last year in 2020 with the pandemic going on. My God, the amount of risks this woman took to supply this jail with such utility, such a high amount, is truly unmatched. Now, I think I should also mention here, the article goes into this a little bit, but it's kind of long, so I'll just tell you what's really going on behind the scenes. She did all this because she was mad at her husband. Yep. That's right. She was married. In fact, her defense attorney tried to argue that she was vulnerable because Her marriage is falling apart. Can we get some F's in the chat for her husband right here? If this was my wife, I think I might just jump off a building headfirst into the concrete. If you're just a prison guard and she goes and does something like this, there's truly just no coming back at that point anymore. That poor man, wherever he is out there. The fellas and I offer our most sincere and highest condolences. She has shown no remorse. She continually calls and has explicit conversations with the inmate in question and boasts about the crimes she carried out. Jesus Christ, she gives zero fucks at all. She pleaded no contest in April to sexual activity by a detention facility employee with a consenting inmate, as well as possessing drugs or alcohol and a cell phone to give an inmate, the outlet said. Wow. I mean, if you just look at her mugshot again, you could just see in her face, she just kind of got that look like, yeah, I did it, so what? Like, you think I give a fuck? She clearly does not. I mean, even after getting caught in 4K, she's still calling the dude and having phone conversations with him. And you know, and she knows too, that those are all being recorded, just further solidifying the fact that she does not care whatsoever about any of this. Her former boss called for her to get the maximum sentence of 3 years and 8 months in prison, but the judge noted her early plea.
You know what's crazy? What if the roles were reversed? You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be getting 3 years and 8 months.
And lack of criminal history as he sentenced her Tuesday to 7 months in the county jail, followed by 2 years of probation. Well, you don't say. So you should have had 44 months in prison, but instead you got 7. Hold on, wait. What's that called again?
So she had 3 years and 8 months, and she got 7 months in for doing. Okay, yep.
I'm forgetting.
These females
are not living on it for career difficulty. Yep,
yes, that's right. Okay, the judge told her, I think what you did was terrible, stupid, and you have ruined your career, but I also believe that people can redeem themselves, and you have the rest of your life to do that. Good luck. Fellas, just for fun, while we're talking about some clownery shit right here, let's just take a look at another very similar story, because why the hell not? This time with a male prison guard. Here we go. Former prison sergeant who traded female inmate McDonald's for oral sex is now an inmate himself.
This got to be Florida.
It's like there's always some type of trade going on behind the scenes, guys. I mean, this makes you wonder. It's just like with the teacher stories. How much of this shit actually happens that doesn't get caught? It's got to be a huge amount. There's no way the majority of these incidents actually end up on the radar. There's just no way. A former prison sergeant in Minnesota was sentenced to 120 days in jail, followed by 7 years of probation for trading a McDonald's meal in exchange for oral sex from a female prisoner he was transporting. In addition to jail time and probation, the judge ordered him to participate in a treatment program and to register on the list.
Oh, yeah, that's so bad.
Your neighborhood for every once in a while, that list. Why would he have to register himself on the list, but the first prison guard would not? I'm not really seeing what the inconsistency is here. Unless, wait a sec, hold on, wait. No, couldn't be. According to the lawsuit, the prison guard was transporting her when he said that he was going to stop for lunch. The female detainee then indicated that she would do anything if she could also have food. He allegedly responded by asking if that included her sitting in the passenger seat and fooling around with him. Ew.
Oh my God.
Gross. Man's heard the word would do anything and said, all right, bet. Thirsty ass motherfucker. When she answered in the affirmative, he ordered food at a nearby McDonald's drive-thru, then parked next to an abandoned building where he uncuffed her and told her to join him in the front of the transport van, adding that the two engaged in sexual behavior while driving through the county. Imagine wanting fucking McDonald's so bad that you're down to do this with this guy here, this dude, following the assault. Why is it an assault? I don't think I remember hearing it called an assault in the first story. He then allegedly told the victim she would be the one to get in trouble if she ever told anyone about what had happened. Despite the threat, she provided the same information to the county authorities in a report filed shortly after the incident occurred. So wait a sec. This one here is an assault, but the first one is not an assault. And then now in this story, they're referring to the female as the victim. Yeah, I don't recall seeing the word victim in the first story anywhere at all. What could the difference be again? Hold on, wait, let me think about it. No, it couldn't be.
Yeah.
Story is just sad, dudes. I mean, this dude was out here. He literally risked it all to get some action. It blew up in his face. She risked it all to get some McDonald's. I mean, I guess she got what she wanted. I don't know. I mean, in his defense, she did say she would do anything, no? I'm just surprised this motherfucker was dumb enough to fall for this shit. Like, Obviously, she's gonna snitch after. How could you ever think you're gonna get away with something like this? The prosecutor says in the last sentence here, he violated his position of authority by engaging in sexual acts with a woman who was in a very vulnerable situation. But no, we're not gonna talk about the fact that she offered that she would do anything. No, we can't say that, okay? Also is worth pointing out that this guy from this story got less time in jail than the woman from the first story. But she got 2 years of probation after, he got 7 years of probation after, and he had to take a class, and he had to register himself on the list. I feel like I'd rather do an extra month and a half in jail than have to register on the list. I think that's a way worse punishment long term. But is anybody surprised by this whatsoever? No. I guarantee the female prisoner, the victim here, is probably gonna sue the county for all it's worth and get a fat ass check out of this. Honestly, 200 IQ play. She suckered this dude right in. He took the bait. He thought she was gonna keep her mouth shut, and then she snitched. My God. We're gonna have to refer back to the chart of things that you hate to see for this one, because you really, really, truly do, in fact, hate to see that. Anyway, fellas, that's enough internet for one day. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellas will have much to say about all this. And I look forward to reading your responses as always. If you enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on goddamn notifications so that you can be part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members, as always, for your extra support.
But yeah, that looked like that's gonna end this video, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out, bro.